In this video, we are going to look at ways to create column. Okay, to start with, I have set the UCS coordinate system to world coordinate system, that is that one, and then I have already set it up so that the default column is a PFC. So I'm going to use the column and then click here and then space bar. The dialog box comes up as already a PFC. Okay, so I accept that. Have a note the orientation of the PFC. The toes are pointing towards left. Now I'm going to change the rotation of the UCS. I'm going to rotate it around Z axis. So rotate it once, and now let's try the column again. So this one, I hit that one, enter, and then you can see the orientation of the column has changed, lining up with the orientation of the X and Y Z axis. X Y Z axis. The coordinate system rotated, the column also rotated. Let's rotate it again. So I click Z again and then try again. And see, it has rotated again. Now let me rotate it around X axis and see what difference does it make. So this is the current UCS. You can see that I'm going to rotate it around X axis and place another column, and you can see the column is not lining up with the Z axis. It is still vertical, is lining up with the Z axis of the world coordinate system, but the rotation has changed. Now how the rotation has calculated, I'm not very sure, but what I can tell you here is the column is still oriented with the world Z axis. The rotation of the profile depends again on the rotation of the UCS. How it works, I am not 100% sure. Next, we will look at a few ways in which how we can edit these column. I want to edit the length of this column on one side, so I get a pitched roof. I'll also switch to Tekla for a moment to compare what we have in Tekla and what is there in Advanced Steel. With Tekla, there are a few options. So one of the options is to move the endpoint linearly, so which I'll do that. I'll pick these 2 points, pick these 2 points, intersection point, and select all of that, select the handle and move, and you can see all the columns have increased in height. Other ways, I can double click that, and you have these properties which are ticked. I can untick, and I want to possibly change only the top parallel of some columns, so I pick that and modify, and that changes. Now this sort of facility is totally missing from Advanced Steel, which is sad. I think we can write a custom tool for this. Now, a couple of things you have to note while editing in Advanced Steel is there is no view plane by default. You have to switch on this snap, that is toggle 2D snap on, and set your UCS to the appropriate direction. Otherwise, you are going to get you're going to stuff your model up. The other thing I noticed a difference between Tekla and Advanced Steel is the absence of a default handle there. Well, there is a default handle, but here you can easily click to that. But with Advanced Steel, the problem is you have to switch on the Node snap. You can't by default click onto this line. That is the basic line. These are the endpoints of our clicks. So see that is where we have how we are created. We are clicked at the start point and end point. That is the line where we clicked. So the endpoint should have been here, but there is no default snap to that. So you have to really switch on this node to snap to that, otherwise you get some funny result. So that has to be snapped on, and now I can snap to that. See, it is snapping to that. These two things are very, very important, otherwise you get some stuffed up model. Two things I'll go again. One is switch on this 2D snap on, and also switch on the node. You can change the length of the column through the modify menu, and you can stretch the column. So let's do that one. So let me stretch these two sets, hit enter, and it's just like a works almost like AutoCAD, and from here to here. So these two column lengths have been increased, not these two, everything in that line. Only the stretch menu works with advanced steel members. This extend and trim does not work on steel members. This is only for lines and polylines. Hi guys, thank you for watching the video, and if you like the video, please subscribe.